Hey, hey.
All right, we are back in
We're back
action.
in action.
Full
Let's go.
effect.
We have been out of the loop for quite some time.
Yeah.
And that's just how things go. Plus, sorry for the long pause. We were trying something new and we're doing a little live on Instagram too. So if you see us there, drop us a comment, say hello. But yeah, there's been a lot going on. I mean, you've got your Dodgers just started off in Tokyo, kicking off the Major League Baseball season. NFL free agency hit me like a train wreck while I was on
Oh
vacation.
yeah. Got a lot going
Unri-
on.
Unrivaled finished. We've
Yep.
got a lot of stuff going on, so we're going to talk about it. What's up, Jonathan Watson? We appreciate you
Hey
tapping
Jay
in.
Watts.
Just know that you can always find us if you missed some of the show, any of the show. Go to our YouTube channel at Girlchatsports, and you can find all of our previous episodes. Like, subscribe, and share the post if you're watching on Facebook. Give it a share. We appreciate you. So, this is it. We're back, and oh, there we go. Okay, so it is on Instagram. Perfect. I just had
Oh,
to
is it?
check it
I'm
out.
trying to go and see if we can
Yeah,
do it.
it's on the Girl Chess Words. So we're on Instagram too. So if you guys are, doing phones and all that other stuff. Anyways, it's been a long time. We missed you. It's been quite some time. Just to kind of go over a couple of things. We already went past the NBA All-Star game, which
Yeah.
was atrocious. The NHL had their Four Nations face-off, which was amazing, and Canada won, but it was a great thing to see. I guess it's never really happened before, so it was great to see that. We NFL Combine came and went. I actually didn't even watch it this year, which was wild because for me, I usually tap in. But one of the hot topics that I wanted to address first, because the WNBA season is coming. We
Right.
just finished watching Unrivaled, which we're going to get to in a little bit. But one of the hot things that's been happening throughout social media is that the LA Sparks had posted this on all their social media. Male practice player tryouts, Saturday, April 12th, and there was a registration link you had to use. Well, apparently they got so busy with registration, they had to close the registration link.
Okay.
But it was more so for those of us that have watched WNBA and follow WNBA teams, we know that these players, as well as college women's players, all play
Hmm.
against male practice teams. Like that's who they practice against.
Right.
We know our aces. We see their videos every day of them in the
Right.
gym practicing against the guys.
Right.
It was more so the guys and other people that don't watch those things or follow these teams that were like, what? Guys are just, how could, I guess we're going to just get some scrubs to come play with them. And then it became this whole almost like, male ego, like, oh, I'm gonna post up on Cam Brink, and I want to, everybody's getting kind of sexual with it. Well, Cam Brink addressed it on her podcast, which is the Straight to Cam podcast. And here's what she had to say. And I don't, yeah.
The Sparks, our Instagram account, posted that we're having like male practice player tryouts.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a couple other basketball accounts have like reposted it and like said like, oh, this like looks fun, like men go try out, and all of the comments are just completely out of pocket. So I guess my confession is I'm really icked out by the potential new practice players.
Wait, I haven't seen the post. Can you give me an example?
It's basically just like a flyer. It's like me, Dearica, Rakia, and Kelsey.
Uh-huh.
And it's like male practice players wanted.
Yeah.
And usually we use like USC college guys that also like do it for the women's team at USC.
Okay.
And all the comments are like let Cameron Brink back me down, like or something about Rakia or something about Kelsey. And now I'm just like, first of all, we need to heavily vet these men.
Oh, truly. Background
Preferably
checks
they're
for
gay.
Sure. No, for real. That's like they need to go through a heavy HR training.
Who are we trusting coming into this gym?
Yeah.
But the nerve to just like.
But I was assuming there had to be prerequisites in order to even qualify for this anyway.
Well, it did say open tryout. I'm not saying there wasn't prerequisites, but I'm sure of course you had to have your ID, and I'm sure they probably did some kind of, but I don't think they had Metro there, like doing background checks.
No, I'm not even saying about the background check, but you clearly think if it's open tryouts, you really think you have the skills to go up against these ladies?
Well, you see how these men talk on the internet, talking about, oh, this women's
But
game.
they're
I
going
could
to
be
talk, and they're going to be the same ones that probably didn't even show up
and
in the first dog I placed. And they're probably out of shape saying this, okay? Let's just be
all of
clear. I'm
them
not
on the
thinking this.
couch, out of
Yeah,
shape, upset about it.
they're not showing up. They're living a fantasy of hoop dreams and a fantasy girl to go with it. They did not show up probably to those open tryouts. I'm quite certain.
Well, it's
there were
happening
probably some
next month. It's
prerequisites
in
listed.
April. So it'll
Oh,
be
it's in
in
April.
April.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But
well, I'm sure
it is. It's just I would love to be there to see how it goes down.
trolls gonna
You know,
troll
there's
though.
going to be
I
a
just
bunch
feel
of
like I'm
guys
gonna
that
troll.
play at the local 24 Fitness Lifetime that are like, yeah, I got all this.
I mean, I don't think it's not unrealistic, but I guess I put too much faith in people being realistic about their skills to even waste time and do something like this. But you never know. You're gonna get some interesting things showing up. But I'm sure there's prerequisites. I'm sure there's some stipulations and I'm sure.
I mean, I'm sure that they're not playing against the girls there. I'm sure these guys are just doing pickup games, and maybe
I'm
they have
sure
to have
they're
some kind of
doing some skills challenges, and I'm sure they're vetting them as they see them in the line and say, nope, thank you. This line, we're already gonna do this for the day. Sorry guys for coming out. We got this group. That's it. You can cherry pick. That could get manipulated in so many different ways.
I mean, we all hope so. We
Yeah,
all
I
hope
mean,
so.
and it's LA.
It was just,
so,
but I had seen some of those posts, and I read all these comments, and I was like, oh Lord.
and it's
This
LA.
is-
So if they are going to show up, it's going to be people that don't have jobs during the day because LA is big with traffic and everybody's at work. So I'm curious to see, like you, who's really showing up to this and when they have the time, because I don't feel like they have time in LA when they're working and doing all this other stuff. And trolls gonna troll because I feel like those are the same trolls that can.
Speaking of trolls,
exactly. You sit on your
Quan
couch.
59 jumps in the comments. Yeah, he can beat any WNBA player, and he'd be a goat. I don't. I'd put money on one of the Sparks, but hey, if you want to control your narrative from the couch there, Quan, or from your studio, then you do that. You live that life, live your truth. Hey, it's March Madness. It's March Madness, and it's about to go down. If anybody needs us to shoot them this excuse from work, so that because Thursday and Friday are the days where it's literally game after game after multiple games at a time, game after game after game. So in case you have to work Thursday or Friday, you might want to get this little note to give up to your boss, maybe.
Yes.
But anyway, you saw that, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I haven't even done a men's bracket because
I didn't do any brackets. How about
I
that?
haven't watched
all the brackets.
You still have time for women.
I'm not making the time. How about that?
I did a women's
basketball
bracket.
league just ended. I am so drained that I'm not even going to do it.
It just ended?
You know what? I'm not even going to do it. I'm just going to be a spectator this year. I'm not even going to predict. Well, it is the most entertaining women's one because USC is up there and North Carolina's kind of boohoo. They didn't get the number one, but still, I'm not going to play it. I'm not playing.
South Carolina, you mean? South Carolina.
Yeah, I'm not playing.
So you got our top four, which were SC, UCLA, Texas, USC. What's crazy is they also have USC and UConn in the same bracket. So we could see that Juju, Paige Buckers up against each other. It's just a wild time right now. You've got, this is the bracket. I know we can't see it. But like today, shout out to your Southern Jaguars. Your ladies are currently playing, and they were killing them too.
Yeah.
I think it was UC San Diego.
Yeah,
but if they win, which it looks like they do, they'll be playing UCLA next. So
yeah. I mean, I got the announcement that we're going to be SWAC champions. So I saw that we won that. So we were like, okay, we're actually going to be in an NCAA tourney. Let's see how far this takes us. But we know where this goes. So, and stranger things have happened, but I don't think we're the Cinderella team. It'd be nice, but I don't know if we're that Cinderella team to do that.
I don't think but the way they're clowning the UC San Diego, which apparently has always been a Division II school, they were killing them in that first quarter that I watched. So.
Well, that's insulting to us. That's what you give us, the one that gets teased and taunted. But we'll take it. 44-33. Let's go. I mean, we'll take it.
It works. And then, of course, I got to give a shout out to my Huskies. They got into the dance. They're playing in the other first four games tomorrow. They'll go against Columbia. And if they win, they play West Virginia. West Virginia women got in, but the men didn't. There was a big hoopla about that.
I'm sure.
Woo! Then West Virginia men were mad.
I'm sure.
So yeah, this all kicks off tomorrow. I mean, it's already kicked off yesterday. Today we saw Alabama squeeze by yesterday. UNC came through, and the people thought they shouldn't even be in the bracket, they came through and won yesterday for the guys. So there's a lot going on. There's also these 6 teams right here are the first time they're making an appearance in March Madness in their program's history.
Oh wow.
GCU, I watched their they were here in New Orleans when they won their conference championship. And then UC San Diego, both the men and the women got in. William and Mary, George Mason, FDU, and Arkansas State.
Now, which one of those is going to be the Cinderella team?
Listen, if you remember correctly, last year after the first round, there was only one bracket that still remained out of what? Like,
I know, it was crazy.
So, there's that. We're gonna see what happens.
Yeah, but we will see. Yeah.
And it's going to be interesting because, they've said that only one team in women's basketball has ever won back-to-back, which was UConn. That was like 2014 or something like that. So will South Carolina be back up in there to win a back-to-back championship? You've also got USC. You've got Paige Bucks. UConn, this is Paige last year. It's her last year. You think she's not going to come out crazy? UCLA has a great team.
Exactly right.
I mean, Texas is good. Like, there's just women's basketball.
I don't see them doing the back-to-back, but stranger things have happened. But I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my pick quiet right now. We'll see how my bracket. We'll see how my bracket goes. If I want to reveal how bad it was, because I mean, and that's the thing is, I still have yet to. I'm still not even watching NBA really yet, and I just kind of moved from football to Unrivaled to NCAA madness. So here we are. The madness is real. Yeah. We didn't get a chance to talk about this, but it's happened a while back. But our Jugador, of course, Justin Tucker. As if you didn't learn enough from the whole Watson situation that was going on and what he went through with these massage parlors and the massaging, you would think you'd realize that something maybe you should watch out for. He, as of last month, he was already up to 16 sexual misconduct accusations from 16 different massage therapists. Wow. Yeah. During the combine, Harbor was asked about, as well as the owner, and they just mentioned that they're addressing the allegation. They're taking the allegations seriously and considering that they're waiting for, investigations or to see how it unfolds. But of course, they most certainly might be looking for a kicker in their draft this season.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But he knew his game was awful. It was terrible. We were questioning, why does he keep missing all these?
Why is he missing all of a sudden? Too many massages, not enough.
Into his head. He knew he was in trouble.
I mean, was it too much? Was it not enough? I don't know.
I mean, what's with the massages? That's what I want to know. I don't want to get to the deeper. What's with the massages, y'all?
Why not just call a call girl? Why not just keep that?
I don't understand what the massage, like, why the massage?
Maybe they need to happen.
Men, talk to me. What's the massage? What's the
yes?
What is the deepness of the massage? Because I go for a massage and I want deep tissue, like on my shoulders, get these knots out, that kind of thing.
Listen, I get 2 hour.
I mean, we do have the option of that same kind of HE ending type situation,
but I don't need that.
I don't think about that. I want my doggone knots out. That's what I want.
Get them elbows in it.
And you pulling hamstrings, your quads are tight and all that kind of stuff. Is it a part?
And my thing is the massage rate including this, or is this like an extra? I don't know.
No, I'm wondering what triggers them to even go there for them to insinuate the massage. Is it a pressure point in a man's body where the brain just clicks like, I want the ending? Like,
okay, but listen, I'm sure because guys seem to get aroused when they're
what is with the massage though? I need to know. So
I guess it's hard to just meet him at the bar, or
I don't know.
It's a lot. Where's Quana? Have him tap back in. What's up with the massages?
What's up with the massages, man? Like,
oh Lord,
why the massage? That's the thing. Why the massage aspect of it? And speaking of Deshaun Watson, he did get engaged over the weekend. He proposed to his longtime girlfriend. He is engaged. She ain't got no problem with it. So And I'm sure Justin Tucker's wife probably
Hey, and I'm sure he's gone through some kind of,
maybe
counseling, or I don't know. I
But
feel
I
like
need that
that's
same
not like
smoke with Justin Tucker though. Y'all wanted this. Y'all wanted Deshaun Watson to never play football again. Well, I need that same energy for Justin Tucker as well.
absolutely.
So
Amy said they must be doing some different kind of, well, yeah, they're definitely doing some
yeah,
different
I
kind of
mean,
massages.
is there a pressure point in the quad region behind the knee? What is triggering them to say, you know what? You can go up a little further. Like, what's the trigger?
But like, okay, like if you know how there's safe words for other things, like do you have like a word that says like, okay, now we can start the other part? Like, is there something you got a hint to along those lines?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Like,
or is it? Yeah. But the fact that there are sexual assault scenes at some point, this was not okay with the massage.
No, exactly right.
So
like, but it's always
and the fact you got 16
thing.
different ones. Why is that you don't just got one solid one that you know that's gonna do what you need to do and just let that be it?
It's always a massage thing. It's not making a pass at someone. It's never these situations when they're out and meeting women in the, type of essay situations that you don't hear. It's always in a massage thing. It's always in a massage situation.
Yeah.
And it's funny. Usually feel like they can get away with because they technically had a massage and it wasn't like, I want to know why is it the massage thing that gets them
like, oops, her lips slipped down. No, I'm sorry. You're not.
Like, why is it safe for, I don't know.
That's not part of the massage. No.
Maybe it's hidden under the umbrella of massage. Like,
so keep the fire on Justin Tucker because he deserves that same smoke that everybody gave to
absolutely.
Yeah. And I think the fact is that, this happened during all the ending of football / we got new sports. I mean, a lot of stuff's been happening. So I'm not sure.
It cost Lamar Jackson the MVP. I'll just say it. Because he wasn't making them field goals and they weren't advancing and winning in games because he was missing those field goals. I'm taking it there.
Lamar is hot about it.
Like, you cost your team royally. He cost fantasy leaguers. Everybody should just sue this guy.
Yeah. Amy said that she definitely needs the exact same energy that Watson got, but of course, I don't think we'll see that. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah,
it would be nice if we did.
No, we don't see it. It's in real time. No one's talking about this except us, I feel like.
I feel like they talked about it briefly, but again, then you had the combine, but no one's sticking to it. There's nobody actively putting pressure. No,
they never stayed on the story. They moved on. Like,
maybe we'll just start posting
about it constantly. They didn't stay with this one.
We'll just start posting like, where's Justin Tucker at now?
Right.
We'll have to light the fire ourselves. So yeah, March Madness is here. We are ready for it. Into some Vegas sports though. We got to give it up to our Vegas Golden Knights, still leading the Pacific Division. They're third in the West. They've been still doing good. I wouldn't say they have been spectacular. They've had a couple losses here and there, but one thing that is for sure, we got one of our misfits back.
Yeah,
Riley Smith has returned. Super excited for him. He also scored his 900th career game goal, 900 career games.
Yeah.
So I actually watched a whole story on him, how him and his wife, they were here with the original start to Golden Knights. They were here for 1 October. They were here for all the stuff that's been happening. They had a house here. When he got traded, they kept their house, but apparently this year, like in February, they were talking about, you know what, maybe we should just sell the Vegas house, get it out the way. And he said, like, within the next week, he got a call that said that he was coming back. Keeps the house.
By the bell on that. Saved by the bell on that. Yeah. Talk about Aiden Hill too. He got that fat contract too. He got him more money.
Aiden Hill got fat contract. Yeah. So
Knights is winning.
Nice as
yeah, we needed that extra piece though with Riley Smith though, so we'll take it. That's definitely a good come up of us getting that. And look at Eichel.
Eichel just hit his 600 games, and McNabb is another 800 gamer. So the Knights seem to be doing well. I would love to see a great playoff run here, and I know Vegas would love to see it as well. So
definitely
looking forward to that. So the Lights, I was gone, couldn't make the season opener.
I wanted to go to their season opener. I really did. But the weather, it was a windy night and I couldn't do it. It wasn't.
It's like we got to sneak it in soon before it gets too hot. Because it's about to be too hot.
I couldn't do it. I wanted to.
So they had their opener. They won the season opener. They had another game the following Saturday, which they lost. They're on the road next week, and then they return to Vegas on the 2nd, I think it is April 2nd.
Huh. Well,
Saturday
maybe
the
that'll
2nd,
be a
yeah.
good time to go.
Yeah, we could
'cause the
try for
weather
that
should be
one. So they
better.
come back April 2nd. They also announced their theme nights. I don't have them. I forgot the picture. I had it because it was like 3 weeks ago. But there's
Yeah.
a sneaker night. So, I'm like, yay.
Yeah, right.
There's a sneaker night. There's a couple great nights. They also have new kits. They got new jerseys.
Yes, on the new
Those all
jerseys,
look good. So it'll be interesting. And this was announced today that the USL had decided to announce that they're going to launch a Division One league and adopt a promotion regulation system in the near future, which would be like 2028. Right now, the lights want to be considered, but to do that, they'd have to meet some of the requirements of what a one club is or needs, which is like
gotcha.
either a new stadium or expanding and rebuilding the current stadium, which we know was
That's
up for
not
sale
happening.
and possibly got bought
Right.
by a housing developer. And who wants to live on the corner of like Washington and Las Vegas Boulevard?
Near the tents and all of that.
Not
But whatever.
me.
Carry on.
But
Mhm.
thanks. So anyways, the USL One League would basically be, if it does get approved and it happens, it would be in the same division as MLS. They would both be Division One leagues. So interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, that is.
We'll see if Joey Batista can make this happen.
Yeah, he probably can.
I mean, I'm sure he
If we
can
get,
get some of
especially if they get a new field and all of that, because they will have to essentially move out of cash.
They got to get something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and one other thing too is that the premium seating that we sat at last time,
Yeah.
now it comes included with food, beer, and wine. So the ticket price is a little bit
good.
higher. I think it's like $70 or $75, but it includes food, beer, and wine.
Well, that's
Unlimited.
good because before it was just the food. And
Unlimited.
You had to buy the beer and all that. Yeah, that's
Right.
perfect.
So, because the tickets before were like 40, but you had to buy everything. Now it's
Right.
75 and you get unlimited. So
Right. That
shout out
works.
to Lights for that one.
Yeah,
It
that's a
does
good
work.
look.
It does work. Our
Yeah.
Vegas Thrill, they have their military appreciation night, I think the 30th, and they get free beanies for the first 1,500 fans. So that's
Oh,
pretty dope.
nice.
Yeah. One thing that we had missed during our break too is that the Professional Volleyball Federation, their league, actually had their very first All-Star game, which I believe was in Indiana. I think it was in Indiana.
Really?
And it sold out. There was 7,000 fans. They had 3 members from the Thrill there. So it was a dope little experience for like their very first All-Star game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a good look.
Very good.
Yeah.
The Running Rebels, we know, lost their head coach, Coach Kruger. And Dean Thompson Jr. has entered the transfer portal.
Now that's a hurtful thing. Now that hurts.
The homegrown Vegas kid
That
who
hurts.
excelled.
That kind of hurts.
But I mean, he deserves it. If he's, what can
I mean,
you do?
I don't blame him. I can't be mad at it, but it does hurt.
No.
I mean, it sucks.
Yeah.
They all can't be Lindy. You know what I mean? We can't do what
Hello.
Lindy does.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying?
Hello.
They
We
thought
all
Kevin
can't
Kruger
be
was gonna be there,
coach
y'all.
of the year like how many
Right.
years in a row?
Right.
Now, here's the unfortunate part. Yes, the Lady Rebels, they did win the regular season Mountain West division
Yes.
for like their 4th time in a row, but they got into the Mountain West tournament and they lost in the semifinals to San Diego State, I believe it was. And so they didn't get their bid for the NCAA tournament. They did get bid for the WBIT tournament, which actually is tomorrow at Cox Pavilion. I believe it's like 6:30 or 7 p.m. I think it's 6:30. They host Hawaii. Here's the deal. We all know Vegas is like the 9th island. Hawaii is going to come strong in there. So UNLV, we need the Lady Rebels need your help. It's going to probably be packed. It's going to be great.
It is.
Yeah.
I need them to represent for sure. That's going to be a good game.
It'll be good. It'll be good.
Yeah, it will.
What's up, Kevin Ray? How are you
Kevin
doing
Ray,
this
what's up?
evening? No Play Sports Podcast.
Yeah, shout out to them. They've been doing their darn thing while we've been away. They've been still potting, so I've been tapping in here and there.
They've been
Great
doing
show.
it. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. So we talk about the Lady Rebels, the Aviators baseball season started. They just had a big college tournament that happened before I left. The Huskies were part of it. I think Texas Tech. Anyways, that happened. Well, the Aviator season starts next Friday. I think it is the 27th or 28th. 28th.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
God, I forgot Aviators baseball. God, that's a lot of
This
stuff
is
going on.
This is the 42nd season of professional baseball in Nevada.
Oh my God.
Crazy, right? I know when I first
Me
moved
too.
here, I would take my mom to games at Cashman.
Yeah, for 51s, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Oh my
crazy.
gosh. 42
I know.
years?
So their games start on the 28th. They actually have a 9-game homestand. They'll be hosting the Reno and as well as Sacramento. So it's going to be great weather.
Yep.
End of March, beginning of April. That's perfect baseball weather right there. So looking forward to that because the weather's supposed to get better too. All this wind.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, by the end of the week, we're into the 80s category, or at least by the following next week, we're supposed to be like in the 80s category. So that'll be nice weather to be out there.
I
Yeah.
can't. Kevin said he's going to the game tomorrow. Good. I want
Oh,
to go.
good. Represent. Good
I
job.
got to get through my work day first.
Yeah, I'm working late, unfortunately. I don't get off till 8 tomorrow, so I won't be able to
Oh, you
catch
don't?
that. But
I can, but it just
represent,
depends
Kevin.
on.
Yeah, let us know how
Yeah,
that goes. I know
that's
it's going to be
good.
action-packed and exciting. These girls ball, and it's great game watching. I mean, I think they could beat Hawaii. I'm hoping
I think
at
they
least.
can. I feel like they
Yeah,
can. I
I
feel
don't
like
want
they
to blow
just didn't
out. I
have
don't want
that.
them being
Yeah.
like, looking like amateurs out there, but I want them to play up. So hopefully they will.
We got to talk our aces. Okay. I know we had discussed Sydney moving on.
Yeah.
We discussed a few others, but I don't know if we talked about all the people that we'd signed. We re-signed Queen.
Queen,
They
yeah.
picked up
Here she
Dana
plays.
Evans. They picked up Tiffany Mitchell. They picked up Cheyenne Parker Tyus, which I'm excited for Cheyenne. I'm really excited for that one. So we'll see how that goes. We also got to see there was a press conference with Jewel Lloyd and Liz Kitley.
Yeah.
They had a great press conference. Jewel looks really comfortable with the coaching staff here. Says she really appreciated with them and like their service to others. That everybody was like, "How can I serve you?" And she was really keen on how that happened. So, and she looked great during Unrivaled. Here we go. Unrivaled is just literally the free agents market. Like you can go there, mix and mingle,
Right,
and find you a new team if you want it. We saw so many players that were in Unrivaled get to a new home this year.
Yeah.
And we missed, unfortunately, the high rollers auditions, but I do have a video.
I
that was
saw the
taken from
video.
Aces.
And my knees
We can-
screamed. And I was hoping by next year I could try out for it. But I don't know.
No. Here's just a little
I gotta
recap
get in
of.
shape. Let me see if I can get in shape. The knees were screaming when I saw people with those moves.
I know you got. I'm gonna show. We're gonna talk about it after.
Yeah,
Okay.
show us.
We are so excited to have all of you guys here. Most importantly, we want to see you having fun. Even with the ad libs, I'm like, girl, yes, give me energy. She's a vet. She's been here since day one. She's so good. And I want to see her again with some other people.
Yeah. Go back and kind of revote, talk through.
I love seeing that, how many people come out and just sharing that love for dance. So please continue to work to this every year because this will happen. So thank you guys all for coming out.
The moves.
The moves. My knee hurts.
My knees started screaming when I saw the pirouette. I was like, really? Is that what we're doing? Is this what the tryouts are? We're going next level like that? I was waiting to see somebody do a cartwheel, and I was like, okay,
right. Some of them are really, really good. So they haven't announced.
I would never
they
guess
haven't
them
announced
being in their 50s above doing what they're doing. So
I know that's you.
I got an opportunity.
You can make it happen. I will be there. I will cheerlead you on personally, Mo. I'll be there to support.
I gotta take a few dance classes, refresh on my jazz.
But in case you're younger than the high rollers, they are doing their auditions for the wild card crew. So this is the in-arena hype team, the dance team. All skill levels are welcome. It's April 12th and Sunday the 13th. You got to sign up on the Aces website. It is at their headquarters. So if you feel you can fit that bill.
Now that would definitely have every part of my body screaming.
That would be a tough one.
The energy of the youth. I swear to God.
That would be a tough one. We also need to talk about the Asian Wilson shoe. Of course, we knew it was dropping, but there's the pop-up. the first one already hit in South Carolina. They had
Right.
so many people at those stores. They actually had to call to get more supplies because so many people were there. The next one is here in Vegas. It's March
At that
22nd,
Dick's.
which there's the Dick's at the Galleria Mall and the Dick's at the fashion show. There'll be both.
Yeah,
So you
that
can get
line's gonna
them.
be so long.
They're only selling the pink ones right now, though. So just
I know, and I
FYI,
like
'cause
the pink ones, but I honestly
I don't
want to
like
go for the hoodie with the satin because it's good for my hair.
Oh yeah, I
just
think
wanna-
the clothes for sure will be a good hit, but for
Yeah.
now it's just the pink shoes.
Yeah,
I can't do the pink like that. So I'm
I like
hoping I
them.
want
I
to see
want the
these.
pink.
She's supposed to have some blue ones coming out. I
Yeah,
really like the
I
blue.
saw the seafoam blue ones too. I like
Or
both
the
colors, but
white
I do
ones,
like
the
that pink.
white ones too.
Yeah, I
so.
like that pink. I'm gonna try and make an attempt to see if I can cop them. But
If anybody goes out there, let us know. Get some
please.
video. We want
I'm
to
hitting up
see.
minority peeps.
I
If y'all
want to
got a
see if
long
that.
lunch break, go over there to Dick's and hook your sister up. I will.
I want
Zell
to
you
see if the
whatever.
setup is as dope as it was. Everybody at that Foot Locker in South Carolina, all the employees had the Asia one, had them on, so they all got a free pair. There was a bunch of cool, like, just decorations that I saw from people's videos. I was like, I hope they do that here at Dick's. I
Oh,
hope
I'm
it's
sure
the
they're gonna
same
do it
vibe.
here because she plays here. I'm sure it's gonna be a big turnout.
Wow.
Galleria Mall though, why? Like I don't listen. Okay,
You
whatever.
gotta make the Hendertucky people happy.
Whatever. I would rather you take it to downtown Summer just to keep to the Dick's. Whatever. More for everyone. I just don't know. But that might be the advantage of going out to Henderson because maybe not a lot of people show up at that one. But
Well, and I'm
you
sure
just never know.
also it's closer to the Aces headquarters.
It
so
is. So they might be thick too.
I don't know.
Yeah, I need all my people that work at the fashion show mall at right across from Dick's there to go ahead and look out for the sister. Line up early, camp out, whatever you could do.
Yeah.
Surprised
Oh,
that
we
doing
gotta
the
talk
forum.
about.
I would have loved it at Nike too.
Well, that's probably would have been too much. All them people inside I don't know. Big shout out to the Rose team that won the Unrivaled inaugural championship. I don't know if you weren't watching, but if you weren't watching, you missed out because this was the inaugural season. These girls had their brand new facility. They had all these they had Sephora sponsored. They had daycare for the kids. These girls looked at home. They looked relaxed. They looked happy. And it was great. They played Vinyl. Vinyl actually knocked out Lunar Owls, who had been leading the entire time, had been leading the league the entire season, and they got knocked out.
Shout out to Chelsey Gray. This is the only highlight of the whole thing. The woman dropped 41 night,
39 points.
Yeah, crazy numbers. If this is indicative to what I need to see for the Aces season, I'm all aboard of what we're looking for. That's the only takeaway I have from the Unrivaled. I thought it was an excellent format. I thought it was great that they even launched this. But my biggest takeaway is Miss Chelsey Gray being a champion in that.
Quick little vid that I took off my phone. So just watch this was her 3-pointer winning the semifinals.
Yeah, let's go.
I don't know why you can't hear nothing.
Yeah, the point guard is back. Let's get it. That's my takeaway.
In there,
she is back.
in there.
No question that this woman
so good.
She looks great. We needed this. So I feel confident with my Aces now. Then Drew Lloyd to match Jackie. Yep, come on. Come on, let's go.
I don't know, Cheyenne Parker Tyus. You got Dana Evans in there now. There's a bench that we can work with.
I know who's still there that I don't want to see out there. We got options now.
We're not even gonna put that name in our mouth anymore.
I don't want to see it. We know where they can go.
We're excited for the season, though.
We are very excited.
We're ready for it to go down. So other WNBA news on the same day as the bracketology. On the same day as the Unrivaled semifinals is Natasha Cloud heading to New York.
I know, that was crazy. I was like, wait, what?
What? I'm sorry. We're still trading players. I can't do it. I can't help it. So yeah, Natasha Cloud off to New York. And I just listen, not only is New York going to have a team, I'm sorry. Have you checked for Indiana right now?
Oh yeah.
Bonner.
They're going to have a team. They are a team.
Cunningham. I'm sorry. It's too much. It's way too much.
To be honest with you, they are a team.
This team looks crazy.
We'll see. It's going to be a great season. See, those are the games that are going to be over at T-Mobile and stuff when they come to town. So big ticket games, and I'm all here for it too.
It's gonna be a big ticket weekend.
Yeah,
big
it
ticket
is.
What's up, Justin? Thanks for tapping in. Appreciate you. I don't know why
Shout out to
this isn't.
Justin.
Oh, there he goes. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Gray
That's
is
right.
nothing but
She
a
is.
champion.
She is a true
There we go.
champion. She is a true champion. And for her to win Unrivaled is not, it shouldn't be a surprise to any of us, honestly. Dang it. So
It
UC
shouldn't.
San Diego is down by 9 with 8
Okay.
minutes and 35 seconds left in the
That's
fourth.
good. I think
mean,
Reed may have went out too. She came out she had like 15 points. She had more points than the entire team at one point in the
Yeah.
first quarter. So it's all right. Hang in there. Hang in there. Hang in there.
Come on,
hang in there.
Jags. We need
Come
this after
on.
everything that we've been going through. We need this.
Before we also need to talk about, I know Edith, I think, had just posted something in our Girl Chat Sports group on Facebook. So if you want, we don't have we have a Girl Chat Sports Facebook page. We also have a private group where it's a safe place to talk about
Right.
sports, because we don't like spam and people trying to sell you a car or to tell you how to get a lose weight pill. I've seen so many crazy spam posts in people's groups that I'm like, no, ours is private. Anyways, thank you, Edith, for sharing. But also, Flau'jae Johnson, of course, from LSU, she teamed up with Experience. She's helping wipe out $5 million in debt for Louisiana families. And because LSU is in the March Madness, she'll get an additional 100,000 will be added for every game they win.
Nice.
5 million. That's probably can help a lot of families out there.
Oh, absolutely.
That's great. I love stuff like that. I know your Lakers are playing right now too, aren't they?
Yeah, because Luka's at 20 points already. And it's in the first
listen.
quarter.
They said
Let's
he's
go.
he's averaging 30 points
better.
this month. 30
He's
points.
starting to look better too. He looks like he lost a little weight. He's getting a little more spell.
I think people
still want
are
to see
saying he
some muscle
lost
on
weight,
him.
but I
He's
don't
been
think
balling.
he did.
Yeah, he's been balling.
Hey,
he's hopped up. He's like got energy. Like I'm watching it right now. Like,
and
this
everybody
guy,
is on the
defending.
Luka and LeBron train. So is this now heading into the finals?
I mean, listen, we don't have to do a play-in this season. That's great. I'm taking the small wins. I'm not going for the.
You guys are like 4 or 5 right now or something.
Yeah, I think we're at 4. We went from 6 to 3, then we dropped to 4 when we lost a couple games. So I think that's where we are.
So it's a big game now with the Nuggets.
Yeah, it is. But most of their players were out on injury. They had no Jamal Murray. They had no Joker. They don't have, they got people out. Aaron Gordon was balling against Golden State the other night, dropping 40 on them because had no weapons. He was the guy. But 46-29, that just clearly is indicative that there's no stars playing on the Denver Nuggets. That's why I told you earlier, that game's a take it or lose it, whatever with it, because
not happening.
Yeah, they don't have no stars playing.
Let me talk about this. When I first saw, we all know that Cleveland Cavs were on a roll for a while. I remember seeing them being like having a 6 or 7 game win streak, and I was like, dang, I should put like $20 on, just because how sometimes those spread the roll keeps rolling, they be winning and winning and winning. Did I not realize when I got back from vacation they were on 15 straight, right? Then they got to 16 straight. So of course I bet on them Sunday against Orlando, and what happens?
They lost, and they've been losing. They lost.
I'm like, come on, 16 games straight. I bet the one time, and boom.
I mean, I forgot that they're still 56-12. So I mean, they've clinched to go. Rude. You got Spider Mitchell, Darius Garland. Those are monsters. I mean, you've got Jared Allen. I mean, don't worry about Boston.
I don't even think we were together talking about Wemby being out for the season now too.
I think when we did our show, I thought that was the last news we did get about his blood clots. I could have sworn that. But talk about Paul George being out for the season. I feel like he needs to just call it.
Well, they said probably the rest of the regular season with his knee or muscle issue or something.
Yeah, I think he needs to call it. It's time. Closing time. What's that song? Closing time. I think he needs to call it. This guy's got so many injuries, and then with Joel, the Sixers are just. Ever since that Ben Simmons situation, Sixers have not been on par with anything. It's just been bad luck after bad luck after bad. I don't know. It's pretty bad.
It's not a good look.
It's not
a good look.
So
And then also
That's
Diana
crazy.
Taurasi retired too. We didn't talk about that. We
Oh,
haven't
we
been here
missed,
to talk
yes,
about that.
Taurasi retired
So she
finally.
did finally hang
I
up
think that's why
the
Brittany knew to
shoes.
take that move. She knew she was retiring.
Absolutely. I think she probably
Yeah.
had like the
She knew. Yeah.
she knew what was going on.
Yeah.
So we're not going to see that one. We're not going to see them anymore.
And good. It's time. 40 years old. She's phenomenal. All the accolades. I mean, you can't say that this woman isn't a true WNBA legend because she is. She's very legendary. And I just look forward to seeing what her next adventure is going to be. If it's
Well, we're gonna see her,
commentating.
and we're gonna see her and Sue Bird during they do the NCAA the
Right.
NCAA women's bracket. They have their show there, so
Right.
we'll see that. That'll be good.
Yeah, but what else after that?
Huh?
'Cause I'm curious. I'm like, what else for her after that?
Family. Let her
Yeah,
take
yes,
part
huh?
and raise her kids and
Yeah.
whatever else. So yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting.
It
It'll be
will.
good. I'm sure it's hard to just leave it. You know what I mean? Like that's 20 some years that she just.
But it was a
But,
necessary because again, as we're
yeah.
acquiring teams and we're getting expansions and stuff, we need more people, coming into the league and not having to go on waivers because it's just not enough space on the rosters
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
those moves need to happen, which is good.
So I got a couple baseball videos since it is that time. We first need to check out the Dodgers in Tokyo. They basically creamed the Cubs throughout the series there.
They sure did.
Ohtani came out looking great, hitting home runs.
$2,000
Sasaki,
ticket. He better have. That was the game we were supposed to go to, Mel.
I know.
And we also have to talk about Rodney Peete intercepting Max Muncy's catch.
Oh, I didn't see that. I did want to show.
Rodney Peete is a big Dodger fan.
Look at
look
at the bottom of Ohtani's.
a
cleats.
decoy. Yeah.
Yes, he had a decoy in the quotes. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I like that.
It was good. It was good.
But I'm talking about, that's the thing. You have a football player that intercepts a catch. It was over the net. It was clearly, it wasn't like he intercepted for Max Muncy. Max Muncy just missed it. And Rodney Peete is that guy. He's a big diehard Dodger fan. He showed up, he showed out, and got one of the balls in Japan. How awesome is that? It should have been
That's
me.
how it did. I saw Ken Griffey was there, so that was cool.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody turned out because that's why them tickets were so dang high.
$2,000. And not to mention the store. The Dodgers pop-up store with the Murakami jerseys, hats, everything. The line for that was insane out there. The lines for the pop-up locally were insane.
I was looking for that link you sent me to have the pictures, and I completely.
I was gonna send you the video of that line for the pop-up. It was just insane.
I know, because I know you sent it to me somewhere, but I just couldn't find it.
Yeah,
like,
it was insane. Yeah.
Here's a little bit though from Ohtani's one of his home runs in Tokyo.
There's an absolute take, right center field. It is off the wall. To second goes Ohtani. To home goes Ohtani. It was a home run. I don't know where that ball hit. It seemed like it was headed to the moon. Did it deflect off of?
Yeah, Showtime is that guy.
That guy.
I mean, and shout out to the local Dodgers fan club that invited all of us Dodger fans to go up at 3 a.m. to Circa to watch the game the other night. I couldn't do it. 3 a.m. is just tough.
It's tough. It's a lot.
Tough. But
people were lining up down in LA. People were lining up at 2 a.m. at Cosm down there in LA for that big sports. The big.
Yeah. Cosm. Yeah. Circa had people there. There were Dodger fans there. They showed up at 3 a.m. That was a hard call. I'm not out already. That was hard. I was like, I know. That's tough.
What's up, Chris Wynn? We are back. He said I'll be wearing my Geno jersey to the lead. Listen, I don't have a Geno jersey, but I probably should. I think this is what I'll probably get a hat with this logo on it for you guys.
Yeah, we pretty much are that.
Because this is what happened. Like, this is what's going on. This is crazy. Free agency hit me in the head like a ton of bricks on vacation. Geno to the Raiders. DK to the Steelers. We signed Sam Darnold. We get Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
We got Devontae Adams to the Rams.
Yeah. Yeah, we got Raheem Mostert
The
today.
Jets, huh?
We took Raheem Mostert today.
Oh, is that him? I saw the
We
live
got
press
him for a
conference.
deal. He
That's
signed today
good.
with us.
You definitely need that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been wild. Stanford ended up staying with the Rams after all that jibber jabber. The Bengals finally gave money to Jamar Chase and made him the
Yeah, they needed
highest
to, and
non-paid
T. Higgins.
quarterback.
They needed to.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't lose
Yeah.
them. The tight end pool is tough, so T. Higgins really needed that anyway. So that's tough.
I'm kind of like Tyler Lockett still is out there in free agency, which is like, can we just
Here's
get
my
back
thing.
to
I don't
the
understand how you can still sign Garner Minshew out there. I don't understand how you can still sign Garoppolo out there. I don't understand how some of these quarterbacks are still getting a payday to
But yeah,
teams that don't
Aaron
need
Rodgers,
them.
we don't have anything from. Russell Wilson, we haven't heard from on where
No,
he's going yet. It's
I
just
think
a
it's going to be
lot.
retirement for them.
There were still a lot of wide receivers too that weren't picked up. I mean, it's just I don't know. It's still early, but there's a lot going on.
I was just shocked to have Geno Smith here. I still don't know how I feel about it. I mean, it's better than
I'm
Garner
surprised
Minshew,
Pete
100%.
picked him and not Russell.
I probably would have taken Geno over Russell, honestly, because the thing of it is Tomlin is a jerk. He didn't like Justin Fields, and I feel like Justin Fields had them undefeated, and that was the guy. And I didn't want that to be a thing where it's like, oh, I don't like, we're going to go with Russell because Russell's who he is.
Yeah.
And that would have been the same favorite thing over here for the Raiders. No, we didn't need him. It's fine. I think this is a good acquisition. We'll see where it takes us. Because not for nothing, I was watching.
I like Geno.
Games. He's an effective
Listen,
quarterback.
we were fine with Geno. It's just, I guess,
he was good. And I mean, like I said, Christian
it.
Wilkins just got his extension, so hopefully he'll play his DT position, play off of Max. I mean, we could look solid on both sides of the ball, hopefully this season. I'm saddened that Andre James is no longer with us as center, and Jackson Powers Johnson has replaced him. But Jackson Powers Johnson had a great opening rookie season, and we got Brock Bowers, so we need to be winning some games. Like I need to see where this is going to take us, and I need to see what that draft's going to look like. So
listen, I know that the Seahawks got a lot of room and cap, got a lot of money room, and we also have a good amount of draft picks. But there needs to be some moves. We need an entire offensive line, so if we can work on that.
Well, I think what your threat won't be for the NFC West is San Francisco. You definitely won't have to worry about them this season.
I don't think Arizona either.
Yeah, maybe not so much. I think the Rams would probably be your biggest threat, if that. But
Rams for sure. I mean, Devontae's going to have a good quarterback. That's going to be something that we haven't seen in a long time. So, yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see where the Rodgers train ends up leading to, or if it does at all.
Hopefully the retirement AARP train. I hope.
Speaking of football, because this is interesting, do you know Bill Belichick is living his best life right now?
I saw that picture and I thought it was AI. I had no way, shape, or form.
I thought it was AI until I had to swipe through all of them. There was multiple, like someone sat there and took a whole photo shoot of them.
Honestly, she has to weigh a quarter.
And not to mention, if they're on the left, Bill Belichick, he told his UNC staff that they needed to copy in his girlfriend, added her email on all of their emails so they can see, so she can see what's ahead, and if there's anything that she needs to know. They want UNC to CC his girlfriend in on emails. That's wild.
You can still have another email account. That does nothing. But anyway, I just didn't believe this picture at all. I just thought, okay, all right. We're Cirque du Soleil on the beach now. But
Cirque du Soleil.
I mean, if this is indicative to their, nighttime action at home, I mean, listen. I feel like he weighs nothing more than a quarter, though. She looks
them blue pills kicking in.
Yeah, she looks like she's tiny. I don't know. The pills kicking in something. Somebody's doing joint juice. Like, wow.
I wish her the best. So, new rules are being proposed ahead of the owners' meeting, which is next weekend. I think the 30th to the 2nd. One of them, of course, we already talked about, which was a tush push. The Packers don't want you to be. They want to prohibit the offensive player from pushing a teammate who was lined up directly behind the snapper and receives the snap immediately after the snap.
Hating.
Absolutely. But listen to some of the other ones, though.
Hating.
The Lions proposed to change the playoff seeding because you know what happened to them. So they're in a tight division. The NFC North, that's a crazy division. So what they proposed is that the division champs that with the best conference record would still receive the overall number 1 seed. But after that, all the teams would be stuck by their records, regardless of whether they won their divisions or received the wild card berth, which I don't have a big problem with.
Yeah, I don't either.
There's times,
where you
I feel
got
like,
teams that enter in the wild cards don't have no business being there. So
right when they're there at 8 and 9 or 8 and
right,
15,
that's what I'm saying. So if they're like that, that's crazy to me. But they get eliminated eventually anyway. But it's just a waste of space when you have other contenders in there, and it's factors from injuries and all of that. So I'm not mad at that rule either.
No.
I could take that.
No, that one's good. They also have one about automatic first downs that comes with illegal contact or defensive holding penalties.
Okay.
I don't know. Having both teams have a guaranteed possession overtime during the regular season, like they do in the playoffs, which I think that's fair.
It is.
And then I guess I didn't realize the kickers had different balls than the actual game balls, but they're trying to have allowing K balls used for kickers before the game for them to get them ready like they would before the game. We've seen those videos where they get them in mud, they get them hot, they're getting the balls ready before the game. They want to be able to do the same thing for kickers balls. I guess before, kickers balls were just kind of sitting in like a box, and you just pop them out when they're needed.
Yeah,
so
not compromised or anything. Yeah,
we'll see how.
I don't know. That holding call is subjective because there's times where these refs turn a blind eye. Some of the calls are,
I know,
strongholds, and then
they need to just be able to have replays on like any kind of play, because sometimes we can't recall that. We can do a replay, but you can't take it back.
Right, exactly. When are we gonna have that rule implemented?
I don't know. It's too much.
Shoot, that's crazy. It is what it is. It's good old football. Did they say anything about extending the weeks of football? Did they say anything about changing that possibly?
Nothing yet. I know they still want to try and push to have this season where Super Bowl Sunday is the Monday of what is that, MLK Day? Or no, President's Day.
President's Day, because it's President's Weekend. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in February.
So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Hey, Heather. And since it also, thanks for reminding me, Heather, that I have some women to talk about as well, because it is still Women's History Month.
Yes, it is.
And we never got a chance to talk about Miss Asia Wilson getting the Woman of the Year, Time Woman of the Year, which is amazing accolade added to her big old file.
Resume. I mean, she is the GOAT. She is the face of WNBA. She's the face of South Carolina. And I feel like she is just the face of what young women and athletes should look up to. She's that girl. She's that girl. That was the right call.
She showed up too for the girls at Unrivaled and was there to say hi to her peoples, which was cool. That was nice. I do want to shout out the Seattle Kraken, because they actually had Women's History Month jerseys.
Oh, I like that.
Aren't they cool?
Yeah,
right.
Pretty.
So those are the ones that they get, and I think they get auctioned off too. Like there was a woman artist that had put those together, but it was great to see that posted. And then also shout out to Miss excuse me, Gumake Chine. So she actually has her own female-focused production company that she started called Victorious.
Okay.
And they are working on a 30-minute show for Peacock called The W. It'll be like a comedy series. They said that the show was like loosely based off of her and her agent. So when she was drafted first in 2014, she actually chose her agent, who was 24. So she didn't really have an experience, because it's basically, the premise is the glitz and the glamour and the grind of women's sports, and like having this rookie hotshot who thinks she's everything, teamed up with someone who doesn't really know much about the league and how to be an agent or how to be a rep, and their kind of story. So that's cool.
That's dope. That's really cool. I like that.
Where the league is heading. We're seeing shows, and we're seeing commercials, and we're seeing,
So one thing we didn't talk
Excited.
about is Angel Reese's comment of us everybody boycotting the season for higher pay.
Oh,
What are your
Lord.
thoughts on that? Because they can't receive higher pay unless we get sponsorship deals and attendance goes up and
There has to
tickets
be
and merch and all
revenue.
of
There
that.
has to be revenue.
There has to be
My
revenue,
thing is,
right?
should there be a higher max? Yes. Should there be a higher minimum for rookies? Yes.
Absolutely.
Do I think that they could all sit out because they want to get a new CBA? Absolutely. No, we're not telling that they need to be getting like NBA money. We know that can't happen, but they're making like, I think the max is like 260, 270. Like, I think they could easily make 300. I think they could easily push that 300 or 350 maybe.
Well, the
Rookie
ceiling, the cap will continue to rise if people show up for games, buy merch,
and pay.
Sponsorship comes through, and
Like,
it's
are
not
you
gonna
buying
happen.
merch? Are you paying for tickets?
Right, all of that. Like you gotta, yeah.
Listen, I wish I didn't pay for merch. I'd probably have a lot more money in my bank account. So
Yeah, absolutely.
stop
I mean,
paying for merch.
1000%. But
Or,
we love our teams and we support them, and that's what And for
and I'm a
those
new
that
season
already have
ticket
the
holder
jerseys,
this year. So I'm excited
see?
for
So you're
that.
paying that. But even
I
for those that
did.
already have a ton of merch for NFL and NBA teams, you got enough for that, MLB,
Support.
whatever, hockey, and you have less of a arsenal for your WNBA team, start putting your money towards that and getting your merch up for that and helping them out.
And it doesn't have to be Aces. It could be any of the teams.
It could be
And
any
we're
of
going to
the
have new teams this season. We got the Valkyries, who I love their purple and black.
Yeah, I like that purple and black. Me too.
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting. I think
Yeah.
if she want to stop, do what you gotta do, Angel.
Well, that's why I
But
thought it was just utterly ridiculous.
the league's not
Most of them
stopping.
are sitting out for CBA and that kind of thing, but just an absolute boycott to say, oh, well, we're not going to make any money. Well, that's going to take more money from them because there'll be no games played.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
I mean, I know that there's a possibility of like a lockout or whatever with the CBA, but
yeah, absolutely. I can stand behind that, and I get that because that
well,
needs
it's not
to be
because you
reviewed.
said so, Rook. Sorry.
But for just the salary, she should know how that's working for her.
I mean, she got plenty of NIL money. What is she, or not NIL, but she got plenty of sponsorships. Like, what is she? Remember, her rent's $8,000 a month. You're not paying $8,000 a month. But my thing is, who is she
fighting for with this? Who came to her with this for her to speak out on it?
I don't know.
Was this just? I don't understand where this is coming from. When she's eating, clearly.
She's clearly eating. You see how the clothes,
like
you see her designer
so where
wear.
does this come from?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I don't know, but all the best to all the women. Because it
Mhm.
is still women's history and we love it all. I love seeing all the more interest in women's sports. It's really, really dope. So anyways, that's our show for today.
We welcome everybody back for joining us in the chat too. It was good to see those little pop in.
And to everybody on Instagram Live that tapped in, I appreciate you guys. This was an initial, we're just testing this out. So we're just trying to see how it goes. We weren't sure. We weren't sure what it was going to be like, but we'll try it again next time. We'll see what happens. So
yeah.
Anyways,
we'll do it next week. I'm down to talk more for next week because I'm sure we're gonna have more news and crazy stuff going on for next week.
Always. And let's go Huskies tomorrow. Yay.
Yes.
How's your Southern team doing?
Let's go Jags. Hopefully they can pull off. They're up by 10. It's almost over.
Okay, you guys got it. But then you got to face UCLA. So that's going to be.
Yeah, that's going to be the tough one. But it's still a good look for us to highlight our teams.
Yeah.
After we've been through so much scrutiny with the hazing situation and stuff, it's kind of good to have a positive spin. So 65-56, these girls got it. It's only 44 seconds.
All right, let's hope our teams both advance. So anyways, we'll catch y'all guys. Hey, try and get some rest in these next couple of days as their March Madness starts off. We'll see y'all next week sometime. All right.
Yes.
Bye.
All right, we're out.